HU? Post say you know. Welcome back to another video. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to be back on YouTube. This semester has been a wild one, a crazy one, a one to definitely remember, but I'm just so happy to be back. Today's video, if you did not read from the title, is a Q&A based off of Howard University. I asked on my Instagram a couple of weeks ago for questions about Howard and, again, college life in general. So I have them on my computer here, and I'm about to answer these questions for you guys. So before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Spam the comment section with green hearts. And let's just get into the video. The first question that I got was, what is a Howard intro? So a Howard intro is what basically all Howard students learn, like literally the first week I got down there, I learned, which is your first and last name, your classification, your major, minor, and your hometown. I'm just gonna give you guys my Howard intro. My name is Ryan Howard. I am a freshman political science major from Madison, Illinois. That's my Howard intro. It comes in handy actually with a lot when you're just introducing yourself. Like Howard just instilled that into us, so it definitely comes in handy. You don't even just need it just at Howard, even for the real world. Like you use that all the time. So yeah, that is a Howard intro. My next question is, how was the application process like? So the application process for Howard was actually really crazy. I did it via Common App. I'm going to do a whole separate video exactly step by step how my essay was and all that stuff. But I know for sure with Howard I had to do an extra essay. I believe I did 2 essays for Howard. I don't remember the prompts for real, but I do remember that the essay was definitely geared towards your major. And I know I wrote about political science. Actually, I wrote about business because when I originally applied to Howard, I applied to the School of Business, and I changed my major before the semester started. But I know I did write about business, so I know it had a lot to do with like your major. But I'm gonna do a whole separate video based off of that. But the application process was cool. I did early action, so I found out I got accepted into Howard. I believe it was December 14th, which is crazy because it's currently It's Sunday, December 5th. So I think like the acceptances for class of 26 is coming out this month, like later this month. So that's so exciting. Like that's so exciting. Like I'm a freshman, like I'm about to be a second semester freshman. It flew. The next question is, what is something that I believed is why I was accepted into Howard University? So I believe something that really stood apart was my extracurriculars in high school, as well as my grades, obviously, and just being a very versatile student. I was not the student who left school when everybody else left school. I'll be in school till 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock p.m. doing whatever club I was in. I was really involved in my high school. Like, if you ask anybody who went to high school with me, I was super involved in everything. Like, I literally did everything at this school. Honestly, my essay is what really got me into the school, as well as extracurriculars, my grades, as well as my essay and my letters of recommendation. What scholarships did you get? Hold on now. What scholarships did you receive? Because I know Howard tuition is not easy. Now, Howard's tuition. Howard is one of the most expensive HBCUs. I think Spelman is number 1. Like I think it's like the most expensive. But Howard is not too far behind it. Howard is, I believe currently, don't quote me on numbers, but I believe currently it's around $46,000 a year. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Like, that's so much money. But I definitely did get a lot of scholarships. I got scholarships from Howard as well as outside scholarships. I believe I got a total of about 6 or 7 out, not including Howard scholarships. 6 outside scholarships. So that definitely helped me with the cost. I'm still obviously paying money, like my parents are still paying outside money for Howard, but I did get scholarships and I'm going to continue to apply to scholarships because my goal is to graduate from Howard. So with that, we have to really get on our scholarship grind. Howard is not expensive, college isn't expensive, but I definitely did apply. I am a Target scholar. I just found out in October I did get the Target scholarship, and the Target scholarship is a scholarship geared towards HBCU students. So I recommend anybody who's trying to go to an HBCU, any HBCU, not just Howard, not just Spelman, not just Morehouse, NCAT, none of that. Like any HBCU in the country, you can apply to the scholarship and get, I believe my scholarship is $5,000. So, and the benefits of that scholarship like really helps with internships and just future. I'll do a whole video again on scholarships as just one as itself. But I know one of like the main scholarships were the Target scholarship. I really can't even think on the top of my head, but I know like the main scholarship was the Target scholarship. I know one of the sororities in my town, their chapter gave me a scholarship. I got awarded the INCS Student Charter School Student of the Year scholarship. So it was just a lot of individual scholarships that I got, but when they come together, the little scholarships, when they come together, I have about almost $20,000 in outside scholarships. Is how it's making friends at Howard. So Howard has a thing called Freshman Week. I'm pretty sure a lot of colleges have this. Freshman Week is when they throw different events for freshmen. Freshmen are on campus by themselves the first week. So for me, personally, I never really had a really hard time making friends. I'm an extrovert, so I can literally talk to a brick wall if I really wanted to. So for some people, it is a challenge, and I know Freshman Week really helped. Freshman Week, we had different, I know freshman week, they had a 2000 party, and it was like a day party, and a lot of people met people there. We had I forgot what they called it. No, we had a rep your city, so I had like my Chicago stuff from my Chicago gear on, like a bull shirt or something like that, and we met. Like, I'm not from Chicago, but I'm from the south suburbs, so I rep Chicago, obviously. And literally, we'll just be walking, like, I'll be my group, but I'll just be walking around the yard in the valley, and literally, like, I would see somebody with Chicago with a Chicago shirt on, so we would just click with them, and like, to this day, we still talk. Like, I never knew them when I was here at home, but seeing them with Chicago shirt, I'm like, oh, we're from the same, state or whatever. And then we became friends. Like, I still talk. Shout out to Danilo, Also, making friends. I made my, like, quote unquote Chicago friends. I was cool with them back in May when it was like acceptance student day. It was virtual for us, but we made like group meets. We literally have a whole group chat on iMessage, and we talk all the time. Like, just making friends like that before you get on campus really helps. I know people who are looking for roommates, go to the group meets, go in the Instagrams, because they had like an HU roll call for class of 25. That's how I made a lot of friends. I don't know, just making friends through group me and social media. We have social media, so use that to your advantage, like, for real. And it really helps. Like, now I have friends from all over the country. Like, the next question are dorms at Howard University, specifically for freshman girls. So for freshmen, for the girls, we have Harriet Tubman Quadrangle, aka Quad. I live in Quad if y'all didn't know, but Quad, and then CHN, and then some freshmen live in CHS. CHN, CHS, they stand for College Hall South and College Hall North. And then for the boys, we have Drew and Cook. So that goes to the next question. Quad versus CHN. QUAD. Oh yeah. I live in Quad, and honestly, I feel like for my personality, extrovert, living in Quad is known for sisterhood. And when I tell you it's sisterhood, like, that's not even like a joke. The only downside to Quad, which a lot of girls don't like, is it is communal bathrooms, but I'll do again a whole video on communal bathrooms. I promise y'all it's not that bad. People where I live, we keep that bathroom spotless, okay? All the girls on my floor I'm super close with. I always speak. Quad is just so different. Like, the atmosphere in Quad, like, I've had friends who don't live in Quad come to Quad and just be like, wow, like, this is completely different. Like, I don't even know my person who lives next to me. Like, there's just always something going on in Quad. The sisterhood definitely is true. We'll chill out in our, outside of our doors and talk to our hallmates literally for 2 hours, 3 hours, just getting to know each other. Like, Quad definitely is known for sisterhood. So I feel like if you really want to make friends and you really like have a good social part about you, stay in Quad. Now, if you like your own space, if you're a little bit quieter, you don't really like sharing, live in CHN. You have your own bathroom. It's beautiful. CHN and CHS, they're beautiful. Like, they're really beautiful. So it's nothing bad about CHN or CHS. Like, I have friends who live in both. And it's great. Also, Annex. Annex has freshmen in it this year. Annex, I have friends who live in Annex. I love Annex, honestly. I would live in Annex if I didn't live in Quad. But Annex is really cool. Like, it's kind of where the athletes live. But Annex is cool. Like, I have friends who live in Annex and they love it. Like, I don't know. I feel like Quad, though, versus CHN, for me, I would live in Quad. Like, I had an option to live in CHN. I thought about CHN, but I'm so thankful that I live in Quad. The next question is dining options. Best dining hall on campus. So we have Annex, CAF, and then Blackbird. And then inside of Blackbird, we have like the dining hall, and then we have Punch Out. The best CAF is Blackbird. The best overall is Punch Out. Punch Out is basically like a mall food court. It literally has pasta bar, well, not a pasta bar, but like pasta station, pizza station, Mediterranean food, and then chicken. I stay in Punch Out. Punch Out is so good. The pasta, so good. I love Punch Out. Unfortunately, it was closed because of the protest, which I know a lot of you guys are probably like, is she gonna speak on this? I'm gonna speak on it. Don't worry. Settle down. I will speak on it. But yeah, Blackburn, the food was good. Like, I mean, it's typical, like, it was food. I personally did get tired of it. Annex, I don't eat at Annex unless I really have to. But if I had the choice, I wouldn't eat at Annex. I mean, I just really wasn't feeling it there. But Blackburn is really good, and so is Punch Out. And then you have a C-store, which is like a gas station. You get like snacks and stuff. There's an Annex store, and then there's a Blackburn. They have the same stuff though. So I would stay up there and get like Gatorades and smoothies and stuff like that. And then they have Ice and Brew. They have really good, like, everything bagels. Like, they're open in the morning, so you can get like croissant sandwiches, smoothies, coffee, all of that. And that's really good. And then New Vegan Cafes in Blackburn, and I've never had it, but I heard their smoothies are really good. But it's basically like a vegan restaurant, and it's really good. How are classes? Typical day in your life. So I'm a political science major, which you guys probably know, and my classes are pretty okay. Like, you know, I get stressed out. It's a lot of writing, but the classes that I take college algebra 2, I take national government, Pan-Africanism, I take an English class. I think I'm forgetting a couple. Oh, I take freshman seminar. I think that's it. But all the classes are cool. Like, I'm kind of doing like genetics for the most part. But, you know, my class, like my national government class is really cool. Pan-Africanism, that class is hard, but it's cool. Like, it's just very heavy on writing. Like, political science major, all you do is write and read. Like, being a law. Like, I want to go to law school eventually. I know that's all you have to do, but all you do is read and write. Like, oh my gosh. But, you know, it's cool. I'd rather do that than some math equation because that's not my strong suit. But not too bad. How do I like Howard overall? Scale of 1 to 10. So, honestly, in the beginning, I hated Howard. I honestly wanted to transfer. I wanted to get up out of there. Like, hated it the first month and a half. Hated that school. Then I really just started spreading my little wings, getting myself out there, meeting new people. And your girl really, honestly, December 5th, 2021, I love Howard. Has its problems, so does at first, and then I realized that, okay, Brian, this school is literally going to make you into the future attorney that you want to be, the future president of the United States. You need to get locked in, get out there, meet new people, get involved, and that's exactly what I did. And now I love it. Like, it's really just about like what you make it. Like, you can't just be in your room all the time. Get out there, make friends, do something. Like, and now I love it. So there you go. I love Howard. Howard is cool. It has its issues again, but I love it. This question was so funny. How are the Howard Hills? I've heard so much about it and I'm dreading it. LOL. Every Howard student can testify this. Howard Hills will take your girl out. Them hills. So if you guys know, Howard is known as so many things. The Mecca, Howard University, the illustrious, But one thing we are known as is the hilltop, because Howard literally sits on top of the hill. Like, when I tell you, the yard is like over here, and you at CHS, which is all the way on the other side of campus, you have to walk up. Literally, it's as steep as my hands going. You have to walk up a hill everywhere you go. It's so irritating. Clubs and organizations. So there are, oh my gosh, Howard has everything. Literally, any organization, any club, any interest that you have, Howard has an org or club for it. Like, I went to the organizational fair and I'm like, what in the world? Like, it was literally clubs for anything. Like, I'm very spiritual and I joined a club and we have a group meet and we have like prayer calls all the time. Like, I really wanted to make sure that I was still in touch with like my faith and, you know, like my spiritual side. I didn't want to leave that. And as soon as I got down there, it was literally a table for my religion and everything. Like, join this group meet, and now I'm on a group meet all the time. Like, they have something for everybody. Like, I promise you, there's something for everybody at Howard. And how do you like the HBCU atmosphere? Let me tell you something. Being at a HBCU is a different world. When I tell you, being at an HBCU, being by Black people, and I'm not even just saying this, like, literally being by all Black people, successful and well-driven Black people, that motivates me like no other. Being surrounded by people who are well-driven like that is so motivating. Like, for me, my goal is to be a medical or family attorney, hopefully, with someday becoming the president of the United States. When I tell people that, it's like, what? Like, you want to do what? Like, everybody, when people tell me like what they want to do, everybody has the same reaction. Like, wow, like just being surrounded by Black, well-driven Black people, from everywhere. Like, a lot of people think like it's just black people like me. Like, I was born and raised in South suburbs of Chicago. There's people from out of the country, like everywhere. Ghana, Nigeria, there's people, Egypt, everywhere. Like, Black people from everywhere. So it's so great. I literally love it. Like, being an HBCU atmosphere, I don't think it's even a word to describe it. And you know, you can't be so comfortable being in a Black space because the real world's not like that. Literally though, if you had a choice, please attend an HBCU. If you have a choice, attend an HBCU, because then you will understand. Because I didn't understand at first, because I was debating like, oh, I don't know which school, PWI, HBCU. I am so happy I decided to go to an HBCU. Literally. Why did I choose Howard versus other HBCUs? So, this is also another question. Is the battle of HBCUs a real thing, or is it just for fake? So these kind of tie hand in hand. So I actually applied to about 8 HBCUs. Let me tell you guys, I decided to go to Howard because, Howard is in DC, and for my field, political science, that's the perfect place to be. I really love I'm in co-op, which is College of Arts and Sciences. I really love that school at Howard. And also DC, I've always wanted to move to DC. It was really like a location thing for me. Also, they gave me the most money. So Howard kind of just everything I needed, Howard gave. Howard also, let's brag about my school. Howard also is number 2 out of all HBCUs. Technically, number 1 as the best HBCU, because Spelman is over us, but Spelman's an all-girls college. Which Spelman's a great school. I'm not even trying to do that. But Howard is the #1 co-ed HBCU, so Howard is the #1 HBCU. Real HU? Yeah. No, but I'm just playing like, no, for real. But Howard also, like, to brag on it, we have very notable alumni. Successful black people come from this school, and I want to be that successful black person, so I decided to go to Howard. Now, the whole battle of HBCU things, of course, like I just did. HU, real HU, all of that. We the best HBCU. Every HBCU is going to do that. I promise you. Every HBCU is going to do that. But one thing about HBCUs is we stick together. If I hear somebody talking about North Carolina A&T, oh, you best believe it's going to be a whole bunch of Howard people like, hold on now. Don't come for that HBCU. Like, we all stick together. Like, it's not a real beef type thing. Like, my best friends, we all go to completely different HBCUs. We say our 2 cents, but at the end of the day, it's HBCUs over everybody. So, how is it being an out-of-state student at Howard? So I am, with a drive, about 12 hours away from Howard. By plane, about an hour and a half, 2 hour plane ride. Honestly, at first, it is hard being away from home. Very hard. Luckily, I have family who live out there, so that helps a lot. But it is hard. But I knew I wanted to go far for school, so I really just had to get used to it. Like, you're gonna get homesick, you're gonna be sad, you're gonna miss your family, home cooked meals. But it's really, you just really gotta think about the long term. Like, it's gonna be worth it. Like, it really humbles you being away from home. Being in college, it humbles you, like, for real. So I wouldn't want it any other way. I feel like being far was a great decision. Helps me with my independence and so much more. So, how is social life and parties at Howard in particular? Freshman week was so fun. I love freshman week. Like, freshman week was good time, the place to be. Like, I love freshman week parties all the time. It was great. Party life at Howard is cool. Like, just gotta find who hosts it, because sometimes it's some weird groups hosting it and it's not fun, and they cheat you out your money. Not everything is a party. Like, you can have a game night with your friends and have the most fun. Like, literally playing hide and seek in the valley. Like, that was fun. Like, it was just, I love it. Like, social life at Howard, social life at HBCUs, period, is just different. Like, 10 out of 10 for sure. And then the last question, which I'm pretty sure you guys have been waiting the most about, is how was your semester with the protest and overall Blackbird takeover? So Howard definitely surprised me this semester. It was like one thing after the other. But to top it off, we did have a protest that literally went viral across the country. Everybody knows, like, people texting me, are you okay? People are intense, this. It was a lot. Mold, that was true. Mold, it was true. The rats and stuff, that wasn't true. It's just some things that the media said that was not true. So I'm here to clear it up. I lived in Quad. Yes, I was one of the people who did have mold in my room. When I tell you they cleaned it though, came in 2 days and cleaned it. There was mold in other people's room. Yes, they took pictures of it. Yes, they put it on social media, but they moved them out of that room. Yes, I go to an HBCU. People are gonna run on black people time. Like, that's normal. Like, that's not any HBCU. But the thing is, yes, Howard has its issues, but after a while, they're gonna fix it. That mold in my room, when I tell you they were in my room waking me up at 8:30 a.m., deep cleaning my room, they even cleaned my room, made my bed. Like, I'm so serious. The protest was well needed. The students of Howard definitely protested and did what they need to do, because the administration was not listening to our concerns at one point, and it was getting to a point where we're paying all this money for what? You know what I mean? Like, that's anywhere. But I'm just so happy and blessed that my school can do something that powerful to get it across the country. Whose school do you know had a 34-day strike, literally strike, intense rain, wind, heat, all of that outside of Blackburn, protesting for their rights, and they got it. they were not intense by like force, like they didn't get kicked out or anything. They did that to prove something, and now it's over because they got what they fought for. So honestly, the Blackbird takeover was definitely it was something. You know, I was mad at first. I was like, bro, like, oh, Howard is this, Howard is that. But honestly, I'm just very proud to say that like my school and the students at my university got that to go viral, and people, celebrities coming down and helping. You really can just see how the Black community comes together from that. So overall, the Blackbird takeover was an experience, but I believe it was something that I definitely needed. Howard definitely has his problems, like I said before, like any school has its problems, but Howard definitely did. Well, for me personally, speaking on personal experiences, for me, Howard took care of that. I had mold in my vents. They came and deep cleaned my room about 4 to 5 times. Like, they were not playing. I don't know how it is for everybody else, but speaking on my experiences, they took care of it. So with that being said, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed and got a lot of information from this. I actually really enjoyed filming this video. So if you have any other questions about Howard, you can DM me at my Instagram, Ryan Cherie. Or I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And